Then, he walks away. I look down the steps to see Eddie taking his last breath. Molly's body was twisted in a weird way, neck obviously broken. The game of survival begins. I suddenly get one of my panic attacks. My breath starts to quicken and I fall to the ground. My head falls into my hands and I start to cry. Suddenly, a very vivid thought enters my mind. There's an older woman in the kitchen, washing dishes. She hums a tune of an older, upbeat song. Then she hears a crash. Was it glass? Did something fall? She suddenly becomes scared and walks over to the knife block. She grabs the sharpest, biggest knife she can from it. She peeks around the corner to see a man, entering through her window. She runs through the kitchen screaming. The man follows, leaving room between them to cover up what he was about to do. The woman runs down the steps as the man slowly follows. She runs into a room trying to hold the door shut. The man is too strong and pulls it open. "Where are you?" he sings out. He hears her sobbing behind a chair covered by a sheet. "Where is it?" he yells as intimidating as ever. "I don't know what you're talking about," she chokes out. "You know exactly what I'm talking about," he yells as he starts to maul her body. "I'll never tell you where it is," she yells as he stabs her and rips her body open with his knife. "I'll find it myself," he says as he runs back up the stairs. "Attic," she chokes out right before she dies a terrible death. The man searches the house until the phone suddenly rings. "Is this Gretel John?" a child asks. I finally rid the image of my mind and choke out, "Attic." All Jessica and Garrett do is stare. We're the only three left. Jessica realizes, they're all dead. We all sit back and think about how all of them died and we still haven't. "Madi, let's leave, it's not worth it. Why are we still here?" Jessica cries. "Jessica, it's not like that. If you want to leave, go ahead, leave. I have to figure out what's in that attic. I have to figure out what that killer wants from me and from Gretel." I yell at her. "I'm out." She yells and walks down the steps, avoiding the bodies of our past friends. Garrett and I start walking around to look for the attic door. We hear Jessica unlock the front door and walk away. At least she was alive. We look all over the ceiling for the hatch. We finally find it after 10 minutes of searching. It's in the closet of the child's room. Where's the child? I thought. Why would a lady of her age have a child as young as this room tells me? The attic was hidden inside of the closet. I make my way of climbing on shelves to reach the little door. I motion for Garrett to hand me his knife. I cut open the wood panel that separates us from the room. Then I pull myself up into the room with all of my strength. Garrett follows me up, having an advantage of pulling himself up. "So where's the envelope?" Garrett asks. "What envelope?" I ask in suspicion. The one you saw in your vision thing," he says back with a slight stutter. "I never saw any envelope in my vision." "You're the killer." I yell in realization, "You killed all of our friends." "Why?" "Aw, come on, don't give him all the credit." A deep voice echoes up the stairs. A man in all dark-colored clothes comes walking up the attic steps. I did most of the work. Garrett just lead you all here and got rid of Danielle. Why would you help this man, Garrett? I ask, almost in tears. This was the person that I felt in love with, and he didn't know it yet. I never saw this coming, it makes me angry. Now Madi, where's the envelope? The man asks, shoving my body against the wall. His breath reeks deep of tobacco and beef jerky. I finally see the features of his face. He has a face similar to the look of Garrett's. Dark brown eyes staring into mine. I don't know where it is. I cry in desperation of getting him off of me. I feel his muscles pushing on my whole body. He pushes harder, sending shocks through my body. I fall to the ground as he lets go, continuing his search for this envelope. Now is my chance. I crawl as fast as I can on the floor and grab Garrett's pocket knife I used to slash my way up here. It doesn't help, I was weak and I made a lot of noise. They both run toward me and hold me down. They start to tie my hands up with a stray rope lying around. It is so tight I can feel my circulation being cut off. They must not have noticed the knife that's now hiding in my shoe. I don't know how I managed, but I did. They search and search but find nothing. Where's the envelope? The man yells at Garrett. I don't know. She said attic after her panic attack. He yells back. The man makes his way to over where I'm sitting. Where it in the attic, love? He asks, trying to sound innocent. I don't know, I choke out in extreme fear. Well, why don't you think? He yells, hitting me with something hard on the side of my head. Tears stream down my cheeks. I put my hand up to my head and feel blood. My body fills up with the feeling of regret. I see the two of them looking down at me. Where is it? Garrett yells at me. He doesn't see like the same person anymore. It was all an act. I don't is all I'm able to choke out as I'm hit again and everything goes dark. I open my eyes to see them searching. I must not have been out that long. My whole body is filled with intense sharp pains. My arms are now tied behind my back, leaving everything inaccessible. If only I could untie these ropes. I need scissors or a blade or a knife. A knife. My shoe. They start to look in my direction, but I close my eyes to give the illusion that I'm still asleep. Here goes nothing. I make quick work of myself. I keep my eyes shut and blindly push my feet behind me. I sneak the knife from my shoe and put it in my hands. I struggle to find the way to open the blade. I can't risk opening my eyes, so I struggle harder. I can feel my body shake from the intense fear I'm in. I'm surprised they haven't seen me struggling yet. I decide to go slower, making my movements less noticeable. After about 5 minutes, I open the blade, cutting my finger open in the process. I choke back tears from the pain and continue on. I work slowly on the rope, cutting one stride at a time. I feel the strands loosening around my wrists. My body gains the desire to give up my blind battle. My wrists running low on blood circulation. I push through all the pain as I feel the rope giving way. Finally, my rope is released and my body fills with relief. Now I have to escape. I haven't opened my eyes so I don't risk getting caught. I make a mental map of the attic's contents. A chest on the left. A picture on the right. Where's the opening again? Oh yeah, all the way in the other corner. Now how do I do this? Another long period of time goes by. I can't tell how long, but I can feel the sun's light radiation on my body. My body feels weak. I'm tired and exhausted from everything I went through. Watching my friends die before me. My friends are dead. They're really dead. My thoughts catch up with me for the first time. Tears stream down my face faster than a waterfall. I finally open my eyes, not caring about what lies before me. I see nothing and continue my sulking the quietness of the room. Wait. There is nothing in front of me. Quiet? Did they really leave? Are they really gone? My body jumps up from its depressed state to a joyous celebration of life. I run over to the other corner as fast as I can, just about to step down from the attic. Not so fast. Garrett says, coming out of hiding. Don't kill me. I cry, please let me go. The tears start to well up in my eyes again as I come back into the attic. Listen, Garrett whispers, my cousin, the killer, is downstairs. Help me find this stupid envelope and I'll help you leave. Why should I trust you? I gave you all my trust. I even liked you and you disrespected all of that. You killed my friends. Why would you let me go? I say in an outdoor voice. Garrett motions as he grabs my head and pulls me in. Before I know it, our lips are touching. His hands run down my arms, caressing them. He pulls away and says, now let's find that envelope. Fast. We run around the room like chickens with their heads cut off. I search in chests, drawers, cabinets. Every possible place an envelope could be. My body feels weak from all the reorganizing we are doing. Moving mattresses, boxes, the whole shazam. I give up. I'm going to be killed. I can't find this stupid thing in my vision. Wait. I think I saw a car in part of the flashback. It had nothing to do with the rest of it. I run around the room looking for anything that looks like a car. I find a little red toy car. You can tell it's ancient due to how rusty it appears. I look inside and see a piece of paper. The envelope. I found it. I just have to get it out. I open the door as slow as I can, careful not to break anything. After carefully working on the door, I can reach it and I pull it out, not caring about damage. I start to open it. I think I did it. I'm getting out. I'm going to live. All faith drops as I open the paper to see a certificate of authenticity of the toy car. Yet again, I give up. I sit under a faded painting of a farmhouse. The painting falls on my head from the amount of force my body put on the wall. I almost scream, but I realize I shouldn't because Garrett's cousin would come up. I stand up to rehang the painting when I see the envelope hanging out the back of the frame. Easier than I thought. I found it. I yell to Garrett. I look around but I don't see him anywhere. I look toward the opening of the attic and see the killer. The man who ended the life of my close friends. You jerk! I yell in extreme anger. I just want him to know what it's like. I start to walk towards him, not knowing what I'm going to do when I get there. Then I feel an intense pain on the right side of my rib cage. I turn around to see Garrett stabbing my body. I feel the warmth of his hand, pushing me to the ground. Stabbing. Cutting. Gutting me like a fish. Twisting and pulling. My body falls numbly to the floor, leaving me with a terrible pain wrenching my body, causing me a slow painful death. You really think I would leave you alive? You were capable of telling the cops. Now you're just kinda dead. Garrett whispers as I look on him with regret. I feel my body collapsing, giving up on keeping me alive. They walk away, laughing about what they had just accomplished. So what's in the envelope? I ask with what breath I have left, coughing out blood in the process. The thick red substance covers my hand. Guess you'll never know. The original killer announces with a happy sense to his voice. I can feel my last breath coming on. Dying in an attic of an old lady. It all started because of a stupid dare and a stupid phone call. Phone. Phone. My cell phone. How didn't I lose this or the battery died? Oh my gosh. My body starts to overcome my battle with death as I painfully dial 911. I wait for the dial tone. 911, what's your emergency?